What is going down, guys? My name is TetraNinja, and today I am going to show you exactly why the dual magazines are regarded as the best weapon attachment in Call of Duty Black Ops. This is a fact that's really known amongst commentators, and I am going to give you guys an in-depth breakdown today on why you should be using this weapon attachment as much as possible. So in the in-game description, it says that you get to reload faster off your first reload. That does not mean that you only get one fast reload. Simplified, it means that you get to reload faster every other time. So to give you an example, you reload faster on your first, third, fifth, seventh, ninth reload, so long as it's all within the same lifespan. But it doesn't actually tell you also receive almost double the amount of ammo. In this demonstration that I'm going to show you guys, the Galil, you get 90 rounds, but with the dual mags you get 175 rounds, so almost double the regular amount. And as well, it still can be layered with Sleight of Hand and Sleight of Hand Pro, meaning that the initial time that you save still gets cut in half. And in general, I tend to use dual mags with weapons with good iron sights. I rarely run with Warlord just because I like having my Hardened and Hardened Pro. And I don't use the silencer in this game at all. I generally stay away from all the silenced weapons in this game just because I find that the range drop off is just too huge. So simplify, what exactly does this mean? It means that the dual magazine is essentially the hybrid of two perks. So you get the extra ammunition from the Scavenger Pro, and for half the time you get the faster reload of Sleight of Hand Pro, which is pretty awesome. That means you can use your first perk as either Ghost or Hardline, which I tend to use, and you get to save yourself a second perk slot, which I generally stick with Hardened Pro. And I'll show you guys a video demonstration of exactly what I mean right now. And in this first video, I'm just running with the standard Galil, no iron sights, and with no sleight of hand. And as you can see, the reload animation is fairly slow, but right now I'm gonna show you guys it compared to what happens when you're using dual mags. And as you can see right here, every other reload is faster. Obviously, the right hand side is the weapon with the dual magazines, and once again, you still get extra ammunition. I try to match up both the reload times as closely as possible, but it's not exact, but it's pretty close. And right now, as you can see, with sleight of hand, it still can be layered and you reload like lightning. And we'll get into a gameplay right here, a free-for-all on the map Hanoi, once again using the Galil with the dual magazines. And as you can see, the layout that I used for my Modern Warfare 2 videos is once again back, slightly adopted for Black Ops. Let me know what you guys think. The only real thing I could possibly think of changing is that top right hand corner with the Black Ops soldier. I've been thinking of actually dabbling into some live video commentary, so to completely adapt the scenarios effect. But the thing with live commentaries is that they're very difficult to do, in that you have to do everything in one single take, as well as making sure that your eyes don't trail off the camera. But if that's something that you guys are interested in seeing, or if you don't like the layout at all and prefer seeing a full screen, let me know and I will do accordingly. I am open to suggestions, and we'll get back into the gameplay right here. Once again, like I said, using the Galil with the dual magazines, and my class setup may be a little bit more different from what you guys have been seeing as of late. For your first perk, you've probably only been seeing Ghost, and the reason I don't like using Ghost is because of the kill streaks I'm using. It is awesome to get a spy plane with only 2 kills, and I personally don't mind people running towards me or knowing where I am, especially since I don't use silenced weapons. So I find that there's really no point of using Ghost at all if you're not using a silenced weapon. And like I stated earlier, I don't like using the suppressors in this game. I find them kind of weak sauce. And as well, my kill streaks are maybe a little bit lower than what you're used to seeing as well. I know Hutch posted a couple videos where he's running 8, 9, 11. So you're running the Blackbird, the Chopper Gunner, and the Dogs. But I find with that class setup, it's really hit or miss. I'm far more consistent running 3, 8, and then 11. Because, like I stated earlier, And this is actually the very first game I was testing out the Galil with the dual mags. As you can see, I'm pausing right here to because when I first started, I thought the only benefit was that you only got your fast reload off the very first reload, and that was it. And as well, I knew for a fact you got extra ammo, but knowing for a fact that you get a faster reload every other time is awesome. And like I stated, it really does save you 2 perk slots. This is especially true if you're finding that you're running out of ammo really quickly. If you're using the FAMAS or something, that thing burns ammo like no one else's business. And I absolutely love the iron sights on the Galil. They're like perfect in this game. It really reminds me of the Scar H iron sights from Modern Warfare 2. The only difference is that the Scar H's outer ring is slightly larger and gives you a less obstructive view, but it's still pretty awesome. And this is a pretty nice ballistic knife kill right here, even though it was against me, but props to that guy. But yeah, like I stated earlier, 3, 8, 11, you'll be the most consistent with those kill streaks. You won't get the beast 30 and zeros as some of the videos you'll be seeing, but like I stated, I like being consistent in this game, and I find that kill streak setup works best for me. And Hardened Pro because I like being able to penetrate walls, and in a one-on-one situation it would make or break you because you receive less flinch. And although Ninja Pro isn't as effective as it was in Modern Warfare 2, it's still pretty good, being able to hear people run out behind you. That was a fluke right there with that Claymore. I had no idea that guy was that close to me, but he was definitely going for the commando or half commando lunge that you probably all have seen, but whatever. It's one small thing to complain about. It's really not, everyone knows about it, but whatever. I'm not going to go too far in depth in it. And back on the kill streaks, you don't even have to run the 11th one once you get your Blackbird, even though it's fairly easy to get the 11th one. But what I find is when I get the Blackbird, about 5% of the time I tend to rush a little bit more because I'm trying to predict where people are going, and 5% of the time I run into a Claymore. So it's kind of frustrating. So if you want to play it very careful, then just run the Chopper Gunner, because I really find no difference between the Chopper Gunner and the gunship, even though I know for a fact you can pilot it and it does shoot rockets. But most of the time the Chopper Gunner pilot is fairly confident. And with the dogs, it's sometimes hit or miss. Sometimes you get like the best pack ever, but sometimes you get the retarded pack that really don't do anything for you. And also, the dogs don't do well in maps where there are elevated areas with ladders, because if you watch my last video, I told you guys when you run into areas where the only way up is a ladder, the dogs can't climb them, and the person just sits there the entire time and just shoots them. So it's kind of sucky, but in games like this, it can be useful, and you can see right there the good iron sights of the Galil served me well, and I get a good pack of dogs in this game. I get like a nice triple kill right here with just dogs. So can't complain with that. But yeah, dual mags, awesome attachment. I highly suggest you guys using it, especially if you're like me and don't like using silencers and finding that you're running out of ammo really quickly. And once again, use it with weapons with good iron sights such as the Galil, so you don't have to run the red dot sight and substitute your orange perk for Warlord. And yeah, the video is about to come to an end right here. Final score of 30-3. Not a bad game at all, considering it was my very first time using the dual magazines. So yeah, if you guys like these kind of videos, please check out my channel. I've been posting a ton of tip videos on Call of Duty Black Ops, so if you found this useful, you'll probably find another video useful on my channel. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give the video a rating. It just helps me out. And thank you for Mishima for letting me post, and I will see you guys later. Peace.